All right, guys, welcome to the grand final of the Division E bracket for AOE Leagues. Let's go. Woo woo. Today, we're casting the final between Superhero and Sigh. So, really hyped. We'll go through the map draft, we'll go through the Civ draft, then we'll get straight into the games. And it is my great pleasure, nay, my privilege, to be co-casting this with the incredible Dom Husk, the master of lo-fi himself. Do you want to say hello, Husk?
Hey, what's up? I'm
It's
very happy to
it,
be here with you, casting a super hyped final.
woo. It's I don't know. I think this is going to be such a. I think that we're going to have a lot of messy games in this. And I'm looking forward to me barely being able to speak because there's so much happening, and Husk kind of filling in the gaps as I just like have a heart attack in the corner. So it's going to be great. But do you want to get into the map draft?
Yes. I'm just trying to. Sorry about this. I'm trying to sort out. Do you want to just keep talking on your end, and I'm just sorting something out,
Oh yeah, that's fine.
and then I'll be with you.
Let me just make sure, yeah, everything's okay on my end. All right, well, I'll start off kind of slowly talking about the kind of context of the map draft, if you will, because just note here that Superhero's home map for most of the bracket was the Wall. And obviously he's managed to get that as his home map in this grand final. So it's really kind of quite a favorable situation for Superhero on the surface of it. Sigh's home map was Migration, I believe. And it's really interesting to note here that Sigh sniped Superhero's pick of Migration. So Sigh's cooking. Not sure what, but Sigh's cooking. Let me just double check that that's definitely the correct information. Yeah, Sigh's home map was Migration, so that's really crazy. We've also seen Superhero has sniped Sigh's pick of Atacama. I don't think that's surprising, as we've seen Sigh play Atacama a couple of times this tournament, and every time he has been crazy aggressive, and also just it's been a little bit like watching a surgeon on an operating table, literally like kind of poking at his opponent and picking apart his opponent's defenses until suddenly he's got a 20 villager lead in feudal age. So it's always a pleasure to be watching Sigh play, even though we're not going to be able to see him play Atacama at the moment today.
I can't believe that Superhero has been allowed to have 2 clown maps in this draft.
Yeah, that's literally what kind of stood out to me. I'm really surprised Sigh sniped Migration.
Yeah, isn't that his home map from the division? That's what you were saying, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
That
being
yeah,
said,
like surely
I
you would snipe
absolutely
the
love.
wall over Migration, but I don't know. Maybe Sigh's cooking up something special.
I love his home maps. Hippopotamus and Hyperrandom are 2 of my absolute favorite maps. So this is just awesome.
No,
Game 1 on Golden Swamp is a scary prospect for me. Like that's such a crazy map.
I'm never quite sure what to play on a map like Golden Swamp. Where water control is so important, but you can also kind of sidestep it and just play land. And then from memory as well, Sigh is a very competent hybrid map player. So
yeah,
when you've got Hippopotamus, you've got Golden Swamp as well, and then Hyperrandom often ends up having like a bit of a hybrid element to it. So this could be in Sigh's favor. We'll see.
I think it'd be interesting. We could end up having 3, like if this goes to 5 games, we could have 3 maps for Sigh where they are hybrid. I mean, obviously there's no guarantee with Hyperrandom and Hippopotamus. It's fairly minimal, but it can make quite a big difference if you have 3 or 4 fishing ships working and your opponent doesn't have any, right? So
yeah, definitely. And
that could be nice for Sigh. So it could be sort of hybrid maps he wins on and he loses on closed maps, but then he will win the series. So quite
exactly.
interesting.
And it's quite interesting as well. I mean, from the semi-final yesterday, we saw Sigh play Arena. Right, I think he was playing Aztecs against
Oh
Issathor.
yes. Oh
Um,
god.
so Sai isn't the ways of the clown are not the mysteries of the clowning on Arena are not mysteries to Sai. He's a master clowner himself. So I feel like Sai will be quite comfortable on Arena and
Mm.
Zool as well. But then again, Superhero is so accomplished on those maps. So there's everything to play for, right?
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen of Superhero, he kind of goes for a he has a plan, right? So, for example, that polls game, Castle Drop, Fast Imp, he has his plan, he goes for it. If the plan doesn't work, this is where I wonder if Psy might be able to take a game off him on one of those crazy maps, because the problem is his plan is so good that it's impossible for it not to work, or at least that's how it seems when he's playing, because he plays it so well.
This is, I mean,
So I don't know.
if superhero was a superhero, I feel like he'd be Batman because he plans for every eventuality, right? So yeah, I agree with you that. But do you want to move
Yeah.
on to the Civ draft?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's just take
Ooh.
a moment to look at this, and then we can discuss whose draft we actually favor here. And
Where are the Incas? What the
yeah, I mean,
hell?
do you want to talk about the bands first? Because that's quite suggestive, I think, initially.
All right, okay. Well, I think Sai knows that Superhero loves the Byzantines, right? We've seen them with them before, and also they're a great hybrid map Civ, for obvious reasons. Those fire ships. So I really like that first ban from Sai. I think that's super smart. Isn't Sai also quite good with archer plays, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So he's
And it,
banned, Superhero's banned Saracens, Britons, Portuguese, Ethiopians, Japanese. He's banned 5 archer civs. So he's really limited the options here for Sai with the
I,
archers.
I love as well. Sorry that we've got Portuguese banned twice because each player is like, no, I'm not letting
Oh,
you get
because is it
Portuguese.
blind bans? Oh,
Like
of
knowing
course,
that,
makes sense.
yeah, knowing that arenas on the map pool, no, and like Portuguese are so good on hybrid maps as well. It just makes sense.
Yeah, they're
Um,
also amazing against Meso civs, right? And Sai has 2
yeah,
Meso
that's
civs in
true.
his draft, so getting them out the way is very, very smart, I think.
Um, I also think, kind of note size banned Persians, he's banned Bohemians. Like Persian's such a good hybrid massive, and I think we've seen
Yeah,
Superhero use them earlier in the bracket. Bohemians, I think Superhero used Bohemians quite a lot on Zool.
yeah.
Um, Georgians, I can't specifically remember again where Superhero has gone Georgians, but a lot of people rank them as the number one sub at the moment, so I guess why not?
Yeah, I think he's probably at that point. He's like, I'm not sure specifically what to ban. I'll just ban a civ I don't want to play against, regardless of who my opponent is. And I think it's a smart ban, honestly. Like, once you get
mm.
those fortified churches rolling, it's like, oh god, you know.
Yeah. And what about the snipes? What do you reckon here?
Well, I think size snipe is genius because superhero has been playing the melee to great effect on the wall, right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
I think that's a
definitely.
really smart play. Um, that being said, I mean, he's still got the Poles, he's still got the Turks. Maybe he's the Mongols he could cook something up with. Like, I think he's still got options, right?
Yeah.
On these maps. And
And
then
also
obviously
like
Go on,
Teutons,
sorry.
Teutons on Arena, like the tower rush is so devastating, and the resistance
True.
to conversion is really useful on Arena. Like in some ways, Teutons are a really good counter pick for Arena. Like, can you imagine if Sai goes Aztecs on Arena and superheroes playing Teutons? Um,
True,
that's
actually.
suddenly a really tricky situation for Sai. Um, I
Hmm.
I like Site Draft a lot. I think it's quite versatile. The You've got like a couple of different options for like the kind of closed maps, like Spanish mines, Aztecs. I feel like each of those civs can work on the wall or arena. Lithuanians and Vietnamese work on like the kind of hybrid maps, and Huns are just so versatile. Like they can work on basically any map that isn't arena or the wall, right? So
Yeah,
um,
Huns
it,
could be great on on the hippopotamus. I played them on hippopotamus. I lost with them on hippopotamus, but in theory, like the Cav Archer play is really strong
Yeah.
on
No, I
that
get
map
that.
because it's so open, and it's all
No.
about trying to find where your opponent's taking resources and all the different parts of the map. So it's a good pick, I would say.
Definitely, and saving all that wood from those houses, and not
All that wood.
not being
Oh.
housed, right? Like for me,
feels
that's the
good.
main thing. Is
Yeah.
you know, I chat all this shit about strategy, but really
You really
it's
do.
just houses, man.
Should we
All
hop
right.
into game 1?
Yeah, let's go for it. Let me just
Let's get
double
going.
check that everything is kind of working on the stream. Yep, it looks like things are working pretty well.
It's looking good. Yeah.
Wicked. All right. So without further ado, I am 1 second in. So on 3, are you happy
Give me
to
a
press
sec.
play? And we'll play at one speed. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just got to 4 seconds. So if you go
Okay.
to
I'll tell you when I'm on 4 seconds.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now.
Okay.
Hey, let's go. All right, so we've got Sigh playing in the red, playing as the mines. Sigh is so scary as the mines. We witnessed that yesterday on Atacama. Crazy scary set for Sigh to play with. And then we've got Superhero playing in the teal as the Malians. Any initial thoughts on that, Husk?
Did he just misclick with his house? Because all his fills ran back to his house. Did you see that?
I didn't
Superhero.
see that. Was that Superhero or Sigh?
Superhero, I think. But anyway, I don't think it matters. He's actually got less idle time now.
There
But
you
yeah,
go.
the matchup. It's a tricky one actually. I don't favor anyone in particular, except for the fact that I think on this map the Malians should have a clear edge with the wood discount, right? What do you think?
Yeah, that's my initial thoughts. I suppose late game, I kind of like mines. Like I say late game, I mean more like kind of mid imp. I kind of like
Sure.
mines options a little bit more, but Malians all the way up until that point, I kind of prefer on this map.
Yeah, I think if Superhero can take an early edge with water, then he should be in a strong position. And like Malians with that gold bonus can go for like a double gold comp, knights and crossbows, that sort of thing, or maybe
Yeah,
even just straight knights and have a few skirms or something to deal with pikes.
definitely.
And yeah,
I think
yeah.
if we see a lot of plumed archers on the field, I think that might be something that Malians kind of struggle with.
That is very true. I mean, they do get the last armor on their skirms, but they don't get bracer, obviously. So plumes could be devastating actually in this matchup. That's a good point. Yeah.
The also notice, I don't know if this is going to come, anything's going to come of this, but Superheroes boards are both at the front, and like if this was like MBL playing, I guarantee those would be taken right. Or by
Take
the
both
Eagle.
at once.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like Superheroes at least going to get one in.
Yeah,
And
both their boards were right next to each other. Both players.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that would say, but Superhero is actually opting to push the deer rather than go for the scouting. But Sigh could have just stolen all of those water buffered low, but no, it looks like we've got some.
He's giving them back.
Yeah, some true gents playing in front of us at the moment.
It's going to hit him with the TY cat, I assume. Also, look at the Vills and the Superheroes TC. There's some little weaklings in there, man. That's dangerous.
Do you sacrifice an eagle to snipe 2 Vills?
I mean, no, but
yeah. Both players going for the dock now and getting their fishing trip out at a very similar time.
Oh, very similar. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like, it kind of says a lot about the mines economy that they're still able to get the dock up at a similar time, even though the Malians get the wood bonus and whatnot. So that's kind of a testament. Yeah, a testament.
As Mem says, Mayans are Mayans.
Exactly. It's basically a proverb in the Age of Empires 2 community at this point, right?
It is. Another thing with this map actually is that I think one of the good things for the Malians is that because their gold lasts longer, they don't have to worry too much about transitioning to the middle early, right? So
Yeah, that's true.
obviously, if the Mayans get that gold control and they've not pushed off it, we all know how strong Mayans are with lots of gold.
Yeah.
But if superhero in theory, if he just like is patient, goes for a big push with 4 trebs if he's behind or something, it's not the end of the world if Mayans take the middle first. I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've actually got each player trying to snipe fishing trips from the other at the moment, so that's kind of interesting. Are we actually going to get a snipe?
I'll watch the red scout. You watch the blue one.
Okay. Okay. Sigh's managed to move his fishing ship into like a patch of water where it can't be harassed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Superhero's done the same here, basically. I don't think he's gonna. Yeah, scouting's more important at this point. I would have thought.
Oh.
The play's not up yet. It's quite late up time.
I think Superhero might be losing a fishing ship here. He lost one.
Oh, disaster! He did lose it. You're right. I take it back. The patience was worth it.
This is kind of close, and we are already Superhero is obviously up earlier, but also one sec. Is the okay? Yeah, like I imagine this is where the extra villager from the mines is actually going to come in once feudal age actually hits, right? Because of the free loom and whatnot. But they clicked up at a very similar time, right? Yeah, villager going forward, crazy.
Forward dock, do you think?
Yeah, I reckon knowing that Sigh is playing as Mines and knowing how messy he makes Atacama, I reckon this might be for a forward range. We'll see. We'll see.
Interesting. Yeah, he's not docking. Yeah, you're right. That could be really interesting if because Superhero's double dock here. He wants to win the water. Suddenly, 4 archers with fletching show up on his wood line. Ouch.
Like
I think you can wall your map though, right? Like a Superhero could wall.
He could wall. I think this really depends on how active Sigh is with his scout and whether Superhero actually realizes this in time. Oh, actually, it looks like Superhero is going to snipe a fishing ship of his own, of size. So,
he's going to get it.
There you go.
He gets it.
And what is this villager doing? Well, okay, we've got the barracks at home for Sigh. Okay,
there it is.
And there's the archer range.
Yeah.
So, Sigh's going for archers. We're seeing double dock fire galley for Superhero.
Yeah, and you see 1 dock from your opponent, and you see no.
And Superhero is just I can't even watch this, mate. Like Superhero walling at exactly the right location, but maybe a little bit too late. Oh, and the archer range is already interrupting the wall. The second archer range, sorry.
Oh, but this is such valuable information. Let's see when he reacts to this. Is he gonna react to this? We'll see if he plays as a defensive range. Oh, he's gonna wall the villain. But now he's revealed his position.
And this is Sigh still has his eagle there, so he might be able to take the villager out.
Yeah. He's forgotten about the eagle. And he's housed.
Okay. Archer's out. Okay, so Superhero is able to save his villager. He's going for this kind of defensive tower.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good play. I mean, I don't know. Not the best placement ever, but...
This is tricky, though, because he needs to safeguard his wood, and I feel like that tower, like, Sigh can hypothetically kind of hog the water's edge and go, like, harasses the wood line on the other side. Like, I don't think that tower necessarily safeguards the wood. I don't know. We'll see. That being said, Superhero has taken out all his opponent's fishing. He has 4 fire galleys, so he doesn't really need to make any more fire galleys. He's got uncontested water control now, so he can probably focus on putting up his range and getting some skirms out to defend from this.
You're right. Wood control is so important now because Superhero's food eco is basically going to be all fish. Oh, it's going to have to be all fish, right?
Yeah.
Although there isn't actually a huge amount of fish on this map, is there? So he's really going to have to sort that out. He doesn't have any farms down yet. Actually, neither does Sigh, though, to be fair. He's just all on wood and gold. He doesn't care.
Do you remember last Atacama game? Sigh had like 0 villages on food for like a solid 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is Sigh in his comfort zone.
He's in familiar territory, yeah.
Superhero manages to snipe Archer with his skirmisher.
Yeah, he
So
does have
he's-
fletching though, Sigh. So
Yeah, skirms aren't the
yeah.
defense they once were.
Why is Sigh queuing up a galley from his forward dock he's placed? Do you see this?
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, no spoilers, superhero, but we'll see. We'll see. Like, I'm sure the legendary superhero can pull something back here.
I mean,
Skirmisher's coming out.
this looks really bad. Yeah, he's got armor coming in now on the
Yeah,
archers.
and this is crazy. I mean, if it's any comfort, just look how much gold that Sigh has. So Sigh is definitely, he's got his eye on his Mercury. His eco isn't really that balanced. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if we see a market come down for Sigh to balance his economy a bit soon.
I'm often floating gold with mines when I have 7 on gold and double range production. Like, it's crazy how good that bonus is.
Yeah.
You don't even realize. Yeah, he's just leaving the. He's queuing up galleys. Okay, that one's come out of the dock now. Okay, I wonder if he's just gonna snipe the fish then.
Oh yeah,
I
maybe.
don't know. There's only 2 fish out, so I don't know if that's really worth it.
Yeah. No, that's true. I really like superhero relocating his woodline over here. Like, yes, he needs to kill this archer, but once that archer's down, this is quite a safe woodline, and he can wall behind quite a lot, even using the stone to wall towards the tower.
Oh, that archer's so annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so annoying. I would. And there's one bill which is literally
Oh,
on
can
1
he get the
HP
big
here.
bill? Oh, he's gonna survive. He's gonna
Oh,
survive.
that archer.
Oh, brutal.
Archer bludgeoned
mate,
to
his
death.
scout's there. Will he snipe it? No, he's going for the wrong one.
Not quite,
Oh.
yeah. And this is where superhero might be able to pull things back, but archers are coming in. Like, archers are just avoiding the tower. Can you see that?
They just don't care. They're just like,
Yeah.
whatever, man. I can make more.
Oh, 2 bills down. So,
Oh.
that could have been worse. Okay, 4 bills down, but that still could have been worse. There are a lot of weak bills there.
I mean, you say it could have been worse, but superhero now has 0 wood income
Yeah,
that
that's
he
true.
can take. There's nothing. It's like you said, that tower, while it does protect the gold, it doesn't protect the woods, which is a bit more important at this stage of the game.
He has.
I mean, I'm really impressed with superhero though, because he's only got like he's 1 minute idle TC time with all of this. Like,
Yeah, that's
insane.
nuts. Yeah, I mean, it's worth bearing in mind. Like, yes, I mean, Sigh has clicked up to castle. It's worth bearing that in mind. But despite
Superhero's
losing
insane,
8 villagers, superhero still has the same amount of builds as his more builds than his opponent, right? It's like,
Yeah.
what a game.
I'm just loving this like superheroes' entire mass of villagers were just like all moving together across the same time.
Oh, this is
market's
really looking dodgy now.
Oh.
This
That
is
hurts.
again. This is what I mean. You know, when I was saying up during the introduction that the way Sigh plays, it's kind of like watching a surgeon just take apart his opponent. It's a real pleasure to watch.
It's clinical. It
Yeah.
really is. It's very frustrating though, because I've lost to mines on hybrid maps from sneak range plays, and you're just like, oh, like it's like I've played this better. I should win this, but just because of not walling or because my scouting wasn't there or whatever, didn't react properly. Suddenly there's 20 archers with fletching, and you're like, well, I'm just dead. Like...
Another 2 vills. So that's 4 vills down now. Sorry. That's 14 vills down for superhero.
That hurts.
That hurts.
I think he'll probably call it when Sigh hits castle age, but I
Yeah.
respect him playing on here because first game of the set, you just want to kind of warm up a little bit, get into it.
Oh, and Sigh, there's the GG.
GG,
Sigh
well
going
played.
for back Siege Workshop to finish things off, but that was a really, really intense first game. But yeah, as you say, you just want to warm up in your first game, right? You just want to get loosey-goosey. I think strap yourselves in, guys, because we've got a hell of a set on our hands, right?
Yeah. 1-0 Sigh, and he takes game 1, and now we're going to go to presumably one of Superhero's home maps.
Yeah. Let me load up the next game. Give me a second.
So game 2 for me is on. It's on John Slow's map, The Wall.
Love it. And we've got Aztecs Turks.
Yeah. I'll hop into the game.
Okay, let me. Oh goodness. Okay, I am on 9 seconds on. I've just
Okay,
paused
one
there.
sec. All right, me too. Ready when you are.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, play. All right, so we've got Superhero playing in the teal as the Turks, and we've got Sigh playing in the red as the Aztecs. Any kind of initial thoughts on this matchup, Husk?
I mean, in a normal scenario, I would definitely prefer the Turks. I think it really plays into superheroes' playstyle. Yeah, look, Sai says Turks sound scary, and he's not wrong. I
He's
think
not
with
wrong.
in superheroes' hands, they're very scary. A fast imp kind of play. We all know how strong that is. That being said, we did see Sai going full clown yesterday with the Aztecs, getting all those monk upgrades, so they turn
Hmm.
into like old men but tanks. And yeah, it's uh it's gonna be very interesting to see how this plays out. I think if Sai gets to enough monks, it's tough for the Turks to maybe deal with that. Although they do get the free light have upgrade, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of this depends on like not scouting. Obviously, you can't really scout your opponent before the wall's down, but scouting the initial like for the initial outing, the initial kind of prodding of your opponents, and the kind of seeing like is Sai going for the all monk play, or is he going to go for some weird kind of Aztec fast Imperial into I don't know Arbalest or something weird.
Yeah, I mean they can do it. I've seen that with Aztecs before, just fast imp, a couple of monks, but mainly just trebs. However,
Yeah,
I think the Turks are the perfect civilization to deal with that. So
definitely.
you know, it's kind of a risky play, I think, with the Aztecs to do that.
No, I feel like if this was a counter pick, if like superhero wanted Sai to go Aztecs, then Turks are a really good counter pick on this map.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like on an open map, you might be kind of worried about Aztecs versus Turks because Aztecs have so many like early game bonuses. You know, their eco is really good. They've got really fast military production, so you might be worried if you were forced into an arch war against the Aztecs. But on a closed map, I feel like Turks have a lot going for them here, and the free light cab upgrade just makes monk play quite difficult.
yeah. I mean, yeah, we also could see Janissaries and then, break through the
Hmm.
wall and just unique unit play, which I also think could be really strong against the Aztecs. Because until you get all those monks massed up, like if you have a decent timing, 6 Janissaries can just end your whole fucking career as the
Yeah.
Aztecs, right?
No,
So,
I mean,
because the Aztecs just don't have a good unique unit option that they can do something similar with, right? The Jaguar Warrior, while being absolutely beautiful and handsome and amazing, is just not it, you know? It's just not
yeah,
it.
definitely. I think as well, um, like there's the pressure is on Sai to make something happen because in the late game, it's not a contest like Turks versus
It really
Aztecs.
isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sai might be feeling the pressure a little bit to make something happen, and also like how do you make something happen early game on a closed map with Aztecs? You go monks, but that's kind of tricky as well against Turks with the free like have upgrade. So Sai's got his work
Yeah.
cut out for him.
Yeah, I think it's like there's at least two very solid game plan options for a superhero that make a lot of sense to me, and I'm pretty sure I could pull off maybe not as well as superhero, but I could go for it. With the Aztecs, I had no idea what I would do. I honestly, I'd probably go. Honestly, you know what I'd do? Siege Tower Eagles. That's what I would do.
Oh, that would be
That's my
tasty.
like that's where my brain goes, you know? For better for worse, at least it's pog as fuck. So
At least, oh, I remember the first time I tried to go Siege Tower Eagles on Arena, and I realized I didn't like I couldn't get my Eagles to unload on the other side of my opponent's wall, so my Siege Tower just rocked
oh,
up and was just there, and I was like, oh well, this is great,
that
isn't
is
it?
a
Love
disaster.
it.
I mean, yeah, this wall looks pretty clean on the sort of right side of the top side of the
Yeah,
wall, so should be able to do it. Um, it could be quite pog actually, because if you're quick enough with it, you might if you go like for a super fast castle time, and then you just get like 3 eagles, you could like deny a castle or something, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. And if you just bear in mind, Sigh's gone up. He's up to feudal on 22 pop. Like,
Oh,
if this is a fast castle, this is emphasis on the fast, right? Like,
yeah. What's he doing actually? Like, there's no way he can click up, right? Surely. I mean, he's got some sheep there, but I
maybe
don't
if
know.
he's
Maybe.
if he sells the stone.
Yeah, actually, a bit of market usage, he should be fine. Yeah, he's going on to gold now, so I think this is a fast castle. I thought he might do some kind of feudal boom or something with that fast uptime,
Yeah,
but
that's the other thing that crossed my mind. Feudal
surely
booming to
that's a
fast imp.
yeah, that's a death
Um,
sentence against superhero. I would have thought.
yeah, we'll
Um,
see. We'll see. Um, well, superhero kind of doing superhero things. Gone up at 26 pop, which is such a standard kind of fast castle time. So superhero knows what he's doing.
yeah.
I
You know what's
guess.
interesting about this map? Oh god, sorry.
Sorry, superhero's going for stone, so he's probably going for the castle drop into Gianni's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it could also be the fast imp play with Jannies. You can kind of do it. It's not as good, but you can do it with Turks.
Yeah. Okay,
Because you don't
market
need
blacksmith.
university, right?
Yeah, definitely. And market blacksmith for Sigh coming out. So it looks like he's going for the old fast castle, summon some stone, channeling his inner doubt, and he's going to abuse the market. Into it says, "Please, no more."
Yeah. I mean, yeah. His resources are looking great, actually. I take it back. So all of those sheep, he's already eaten them all, so it makes a lot of sense. Although he is idling his TC a bit here, so
Yeah, 32 seconds idle TC time.
disaster.
Juju, guys.
Oh, and he's already got 7 vills on gold, and he's probably going to put a bunch more on as well, right?
Yeah.
What's he he's going for barracks. Maybe he's doing it, man.
Yeah, and
Mate, if I
yeah,
called this, I'm
superhero's just gone
literally
up.
pro-caster.
Yeah, superhero's just going for the blacksmith and this market. But yeah, maybe the barracks. Maybe he's going to get a couple of eagles out just to secure. It's also worth bearing in mind that I don't know whether Castle Age Eagles beat light cavalry, but Castle Age Eagles beat regular scouts in Castle Age, right? So
Oh, okay. I wasn't
yeah.
sure about that, actually. I feel like light cav should trade fairly okay against them.
Yeah,
Uh,
I with the extra attack, they beat unupgraded scouts. I don't know how that works once the light cavalry upgrade comes in. Clearly, we're both professional casters, guys.
absolute pro, yeah. I'll be honest, superhero also with 30 seconds idle time. Boys need to practice fast castle build order, you know what I'm saying? I'm usually on about 60 seconds, so, you know, I don't know where I'm coming from here, but...
Oh, actually, there's a game deciding factor here. There's an actual wolf on Sigh's side of the map, so you know, GG, obviously. Next to the
That
wall,
is a
can you see
disaster,
that?
actually.
Yeah.
That really is a disaster.
But,
Actually, yeah, if he sent a Vil forward to do a siege workshop or something, it
yeah,
would just
I mean,
die.
it could happen. Okay, Sigh
doing?
going for the double monastery
Okay.
immediately.
Double monastery. But I mean, you can't. I mean, he's going to go siege workshop to follow this up to break through. Is that the plan?
Yeah, I guess so. Superhero is going to have enough stone for a castle, like immediately upon getting up. So if he places this well and he can just hold for a bit, maybe Superhero can make something happen. I think as well, you know, it'll be really easy for him to plonk down a stable when he needs to, once he gets the barracks, and make something happen with like Cav, but we'll see. And immediately Sai goes for Fervor and Atonement. Obviously, those monks are gonna get all the extra HP associated with those upgrades, well, with that Aztec bonus and everything. And he's already gone for a siege workshop. So
Woo, here come the wolves. Oh, that must be so annoying. Oh my god. You just killed one, you're like, there's 2 more, like, fuck's sake. I mean, he's not going to lose anything, but...
Why isn't the meta on this map pick Magias just for the wolf bonus, man?
I don't know, mate. I really don't know.
You know, pros should start listening to us and our woeful insights on to close maps and playing Magias just for wolves. But, okay, so we're getting...
I was going to say... with this map, it's interesting that it's not like you could be quite sneaky here. You could sort of make your monks, your siege tower, whatever, and then you could just sneak round to the left and just sneak in that way. You know, it almost might be worth walling between the neutral wall and your wood line, like kind of in the sort of middle. Do you know what I mean? Like sort of between the wood and the wall, just to make sure someone doesn't sneak round.
No, I can see that. I mean,
guard, right?
Superhero is kind of doing that-ish. Like he's walling from the side towards where the castle is. Can you see that?
Yeah, he's walling behind. Yeah, I like that. That's a good move there from Superhero. I really like that. This is fishy.
Yeah. I also like. So I feel like Sigh probably suspects the Jannies. But I like that Superhero's gone for the monastery immediately just to secure the relics on his side. Because you know he knows that his opponent is probably going to try and break in and steal some relics as the Aztecs, right?
Oh, actually, he might get this relic first as well. Looks like he will before the Jannies can come in. There we go. Superhero going for his own monks as well. I like that.
Keep your eyes on Superhero Scout because it's on the other side of the wall.
It is.
Oh, sorry, not the wall. The wall, if you will.
He's heading the right way. I think he's going to find the monasteries. Oh, no. He veers away.
Yeah, we can kind of see what he sees. First armor upgrade now coming in for Sigh, so he's going to add some more monks. And Superhero hasn't taken his relic back yet from his side. Can you see that? So that
this
monk
could
might
play into his hands, though. This could be good because he might scout Sigh coming in here. Oh no, he's pulling away. That's fine.
Not quite.
But
he's got the relic back, which is kind of important here.
Sigh doesn't actually know about the castle yet, as well.
No, and that could be absolutely massive. Obviously, with monk rushes as well, the first engagement is so important. And one sec, did we just... Okay, Sigh just lost a monk to Superhero Scout by the monastery.
Disaster. Yeah.
Sigh's now encountered the second wall. And this could be a little bit too forward by Sigh, because if he loses these monks too early, this is absolutely massive.
Oh.
What?
The
conversion!
Oh, he gets the light cav. Nice.
That's really big.
That's really big.
Oh.
Yeah, save it, pull it back.
But look at Superhero's resources. He's got so much gold in the bank. He's got so much wood in the bank. He's getting atonement. Not atonement, devotion, sorry.
Devotion, he's devoted. And going for a TC? Interesting. Maybe he just wants to protect his gold income.
Yeah. He needs to wait until he's got like a mass of like maybe 6 or 7 Jannies, and then he can one-shot the monks.
Oh god, and Sigh thinking 2 monasteries, that's not enough, man. I'm going for a 3rd. Let's go. He's getting 5 vills to build that as well. Not sure what the thought process is there, but maybe he wants to...
It is worth emphasizing here that... okay, so Sigh can convert his opponent's monks, but he doesn't have redemption yet. So he can't...
True.
He can't convert siege or buildings.
An expensive upgrade.
Okay, and Superhero putting down the barracks now. He doesn't have a great food eco, but he's got 17 farms, so that's enough to produce some scouts. Also, he's got really good gold income if he wants to, so he can literally just convert the just buy food if he wants. And oh my goodness, conversion's coming in here.
But
that was really unlucky for Superhero.
Yeah, he has devotion as well, right? Does I have devotion? That's crazy.
I don't think so.
Oh
my goodness! Don't lose another monk.
Man, disaster! Oh man.
Eagle Warrior coming in now. So
Sigh, man.
Yeah.
Oh. I feel so bad for Superhero. He's done all the right things, but these damn monks. What do you do? Oh.
Okay, but look how many Janissaries Superhero has.
Ooh, that's true.
He's got 12 Janissaries, and Superhero has just managed to kill a monk.
Who's going to win this Vululu war?
Okay, that's kind of a plus. Okay, yeah, I feel like that's a plus for Superhero. Forward backs now for Sigh. I think once superhero gets like 1 or 2 light cavalry, he kind of goes in with the light cavalry and a massive. Oh, I feel like this might be too early from superhero, but here he goes. Monk's going down. Janissary is being converted.
One down, another down.
This I feel like superhero's got this.
I don't know, man. There was a light cav in the back of superhero's base which killed a Vil.
Oh my god. Oh, and the monks are being bludgeoned to death by villagers.
Yeah.
But
this is such a
they're
messy
healing
game.
each other, so it's fine. Oh god. This fucking game, man.
The Turk monk who's healing the Aztec one who's being targeted. Like, he's just not dying. It just won't die. Building a house now in the back of superhero's base? Oh my god.
Okay, the Janissaries are coming in to put these monks out of their misery.
Yeah. I think you were right. Superhero was super patient with these, which is really smart. It's kind of what we saw. Was it Izathor yesterday? Was just a little bit too. He went in too quickly with his eagles before he had enough of them, and yeah, I think the Jannies are so strong as well. They do so much damage. They're probably even stronger against the monks here.
It's also worth bearing in mind, Sigh has got these villages off to the one side, so he's probably hoping to like build a forward there without superhero knowing. However, superhero does seem to be walling behind that, so
he's got 8 monks there.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh Jesus Christ.
The micro is just gonna be. Ooh.
Yeah, and Sigh's going for skirmisher now. Obviously an upgrade that the Turks don't get. But with 4 light cavalry on the field,
nice.
I think if superhero times this engagement right, he might be able to take a good fight here. Oh, don't lose the Janny!
65 HP.
No! Yeah.
Okay, here comes the light cav.
Monk. How many hits do they take from a light cav? I don't even know.
I don't know actually. 3, 4, probably 4, right?
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember how much bonus damage light cavalry got against monks.
Yeah, I don't know if it tells you that in Capture Age. No, it doesn't.
Okay, it looks like superhero's going for the engagement.
Okay,
and I don't think
Sigh's
looking.
Oh, Sigh's not paying attention.
Sigh, mate.
Oh, this could be a disaster.
Monks going down.
Oh, he could lose all the monks.
I think this
is huge.
This might be it.
Oh, what a fight from superhero, man!
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh, superhero biding his time, taking the good fights. It is worth bearing in mind that Sigh has got a load of eagles in superhero's base, and superhero is on 2 TCs, but he's only 3. He's only 2 villages ahead of his opponent, and that's going to go down. Like the eagles are going to kill more Vils.
Yeah, I mean, he's still disrupting superhero's eco, so his position isn't terrible. But yeah, 1k gold just went down the drain, basically.
Yeah.
He's gonna lose more.
And so with the +2 armor, these eagles are actually really resistant to Town Center Fire. Unfortunately, they're still not resistant to Janissary bullets, though. So
no, they are not. However, superhero has sent in Sigh has sent in some wolves to fight for his cause, who just gets shot down by the guns the Janissaries have.
Okay, so superhero is rewalling. He's feeling like he's able to rebuild. His food economy is there. I can only really see Sigh getting up to Imperial if he's going to buy his way up. Although he is getting a university, so he may well be going for that.
I think he's doing that for ballistics. He's queued up 7 crossbows.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Yeah.
I'm not sure I like playing further into Castle Age now. Like, you know your opponent's got like a solid mass of Janissaries and a solid mass of light cav. Maybe he thinks that his opponent's eco is further ahead than it is.
Can you see at the back of superhero's base
the villagers?
The 2 villagers chopping wood. I love that. He's walked them in as well. That's just amazing.
This is actually a very romantic story unfolding. You know, like 2 villagers converted from one side to another, decided to live a life alone in a little like cottage in the woods, chopping lumber to the end of their days. So cute.
Yeah. So cute.
Superhero's clicked up to Imperial though.
He's up. Yeah, and I don't know. Like, we'll see how this fight goes. He's got ballistics coming in.
Yeah. I feel like Superhero should wait until he's Imperial. Maybe think about getting a couple of upgrades for his light cav.
Yeah, I think Sigh needs to force the issue more than Superhero now. Like,
Yeah.
he knows he's behind, and he's gone for a quite wacky play of switching into the crossbows.
Yeah.
I mean, we know Sigh loves his archers. Like, he really loves his archers. He's like, oh, monks don't work. I just go archers.
Actually, that does work, man. I think as well, it's kind of worth bearing in mind that, in theory, you know, crossbow and skirmisher actually work pretty well against Janissary, even in Imperial, because, you know, Janissaries don't get any upgrades unless they get the elite upgrade, and then they get the extra range.
Ooh, and we see a kind of trade here where Superhero coming forward with the castle and then Sigh going in with his whole army.
Yeah, this could be very messy very quickly.
Yeah, could kill quite a lot here, but he might be quite surprised by the imp timing.
I
don't know how he'll respond to that.
Yeah. If Superhero can get a Siege Workshop up, he might be able to hold out with Mangonels and TCs. But he's losing villagers here. He's doing that's 4.
Oh.
That's 5. And the Siege Workshop is denied as he forces Superhero to build one further back.
Oh,
However,
God.
the forward castle has gone up. The Janissaries are coming in. Oh, let's see how many villagers are going to go down here. Oh, can you see this? At the back
God.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, God. Superhero is such a good play here. This is so good. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
It's a massacre.
Superhero woke up today and he chose violence.
He chose fucking guns. That's what he chose. I mean, if the Jannies don't target the farms,
God.
Why do they do that? Like,
I'm pretty sure Sigh just went down from around 53 villagers to like 40 in the blink of an eye.
Yeah. That was such a good move by Superhero. Like, not shooting until he was right in, like blocking their escape, was so smart.
Bear in mind as well, Superhero is amassing Hussar. Oh, he's got the +1 defense from the blacksmith, and with the Turks bonus, his Hussar have +2.
I don't think you need to. I think you just honestly, you just go tread push, and with your Jannies should be fine. Like, I think you just need to kind of delay this army as much as possible. But
bearing in mind, like with 2 TCs and a
Mangonel
out, he should be able to defend. Oh, that was a good shot.
Oh, and he's gonna take a second.
Is he gonna get the
micro there? Oh, wait, will he do it?
Oh,
ooh, no. It's
okay. He got a bill with the town centre fire. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I did see that. Nice. Yeah.
And I think Sigh might have accidentally sent too many vills forward. Maybe, I don't know. Like a load of the vills were walking towards the TC. I don't know whether that's because of Gallic Point or something.
It's like a post-apocalyptic scene here. There's no one here. There's no one at home. You know, they've all gone to mine gold. What is this game? This is one of the most crazy
kind of
games I've ever
or
seen.
something. I love it.
I've never seen a game play out like this before ever.
No.
I honestly don't know who's going to win. Like, I feel like Superhero should have it, but
yeah,
I was playing amazing.
Bearing in mind, Superhero's getting the +2. I think that's a really smart play. His Hussar will be really resistant to arrow fire, but he's got 5 on food now. Like, he can't really produce any more Hussar. Another Mangonel is going to go down. Oh my goodness! Did you see that?
Bludgeoned by
oh
villagers.
my god! No, not like this.
Oh
okay,
god.
Okay. Superheroes realised. Oh, that town center with chemistry is absolutely melting villagers, man.
It really is. Oh, that was such a cheeky attack ground, but it doesn't quite come off. Okay, will he get it? He got it.
Oh, 1
Nice
for 1.
job.
And I think Superhero has kind of thought, okay, we can actually take this now. He's got 31 military, although bearing in mind, Sigh has 54 military at the moment.
Yeah, this is such great micro by
there
Superhero.
You go. Oh, wow. What a game. Superhero playing like an absolute champion. Obviously, Sigh really keeping the pressure on there, but it just wasn't quite enough. Whew.
Just the patience of Superhero with that defense, like using his mangonel to just take out the crossbows as they try to run through, and then sniping the opponent's mangonel with the hussar. And then once he got a big shot, he's like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna dive, and I will win
Yeah.
this fight." And he's got the Jannies coming in from behind as well to cut off the escape. Like such amazing defensive play, like really, really
Yeah.
impressive.
And it's worth bearing in mind, like with the +2 defense from the blacksmith and the Turk's bonus, the crossbows only do 2 damage each to a hussar.
Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting.
So it's
Even with
pretty.
Bodkin, interesting.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even with
Bodkin.
Bodkin.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. I didn't know that.
It's
That's pretty
amazing.
big, actually.
Yeah. Oh, what a game. Okay, so we've clearly got quite the set on our hands as it goes.
Yeah, I need to
1-1.
take 2 minutes, man, to just like process that and fill up my coffee cup. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's all right.
Like,
I'll do the same. I'll be
what a
right back on
game.
the stream.
Oh my
Stick around,
God.
guys. We've got a hell of a set on our hands. Be right back.
Yeah. All right.
All right, guys, I'm back. I'll just wait for our wonderful co-caster to return to us. But my goodness, what a set we've got in our hands so far.
I'm back.
Hey, let's go. Did you get some more delicious coffee?
I wouldn't say it's delicious. It's not my finest brew, but it's doing the fucking job. I'm waking up.
That's all you
and-
need. The
Fucking hell, man. That game was just
it was
amazing.
nuts. I think it's those games where that's where it really helps to have a co-caster because there are moments there where I can't contain or process everything that's going on
I'm
on the
just
screen
calming
at
you
once.
down. Oh,
Oh man,
right. So game 3 on. Oh, mate. After that, and then you go on to hippopotamus.
we got
That's
some
hilarious.
hippo boys in the chat in
Oh.
playing this at the moment. As yeah, hippopotamus. Let's go. I'm on 2 seconds.
So am I.
Okay, wicked. So 3, 2, 1, play. All right. So we've got Sigh playing in the red as the Lithuanians, and then Superhero playing in the teal as the Mongols on Hippopotamus, a really cool hybrid map. Any initial thoughts on how this might play out, Husk?
Well, so as I mentioned, the Cav Archer play can be really strong. So if the Mongols get to the Cav Archers, that could be really nice. That being said, I massively prefer the Lithuanians in the early game, like for because you can get quite a lot of feudal aggression down here, and while if the Mongols can get that hunt in the middle, they might be able to pull off a fast uptime, but it can be hard, like to, there's not a lot of deer to be pushing, like well, maybe you can push those deer. Anyway, I just feel like the Lithuanian advantage is better in the early game. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see that, and it's not like Lithuanians don't have responses to cav archers. Obviously, they've got some of the best skirmishers in the game, and skirmishers like the Lithuanian skirmishers, because they're fasters, are. So I just realised about the 9 goal start. Ah, man, happens to us all, mate.
Yeah, has he got housed? Is it? Oh, he's
Yeah.
going to get housed now, I think.
He's rushing
Also,
one up, but yeah.
yeah,
Um,
another thing about this map, which I think plays into the Lithuanians' favor, is that the relics have set positions. So you have one in each corner, and then one at the top.
oh
Usually,
yeah,
at least maybe it's not always at the top, but it's on the main island. So you can guarantee potentially, if you're on top of it, you could guarantee 2 to 3 relics without too much bother, which could be
yeah,
really strong if you're going for knights or latest.
and I think Lithuanians are actually kind of dangerous when you go into cav archers, because if they've got a similar castle time to you and they do get like 1 or 2 relics, obviously the cav archers really need to get a bit of a mass before they're a threat to knights. And if the Lithuanian player plays their cards right, it doesn't actually matter if you've got 10 cav archers when your opponent has like 10 knights with +3 or +5 or something ridiculous, right?
Yeah, true. Why is Sigh is going on to gold
Yeah, that's
very
really
early
weird.
here? It's very
And
interesting.
worth bearing in mind, Superhero's already got his dock up in the north, but Sai doesn't. Sai's actually
Yeah, it
pushing
feels like
deer as well.
Sigh obviously didn't build his lumber camp right away. He hasn't built a dock yet. It feels like Superhero has a slightly more coherent game plan for this map. I don't know what you think about that.
That's no. It's kind of interesting though. Like, wouldn't this be Sai's map that he picked? Right?
Oh yeah, it is. It is his home
Yeah.
map. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting. Like, he's thrown by the 9-0 start, but I don't know. Maybe he
Well,
just
he's
kind of
picked up.
Yeah, it's a very competitive uptime at 20 minutes on a hybrid map like this.
But 2 fishing ships for Superhero. That's a big bonus for him right there.
Yeah, and it's not like Superhero is that much slower up either.
Yeah, he's 1 goal behind, but
mm,
yeah, he's going to be up just after. Interesting. I'll be interested to see if Sigh just decides to go for archers again here. He's got 4 on golds. It's worked for him before. There's no reason why it shouldn't.
and
and-
Superhero is stealing a couple of water buffalo there, but he loses his scout in the process, which is really bad.
That's a
And
disaster. Yeah.
bear in mind as well, Sai's just been luring in the deer from the center. So I think he's lured 2 deer at the moment, whilst Superhero hasn't been luring deer, and obviously he can't lure any now because he lost the scout.
Yeah, I mean, at least, taking those deer is nice, and any hunt that you can steal from the Mongols is always great. But there's also, like, as the game goes on, Mongols can expand out to the sides, and there's 6 deer there. There's like a whole lot of resources that you can take advantage of. So yeah, and look, Superhero's already heading out to the deer on the right. really,
He's
really
already
nice from
doing
him.
that, and Sigh's already putting down his double range. So Sigh's playing with his kind of usual MO.
Yeah, he's playing to his strengths. Yeah.
Yeah, he's only got 3 villagers on food, but that's all he needs.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, why he's only
Yeah,
got 3.
and yeah,
Amazing.
he's already got 2 rangers up. He's just gotten a barracks up, and he's gotten a spear out as well, so he can fend off
A
any few
blacksmith.
Mongol scouts. Oh crap!
He's gonna have so much idle time. Amazing.
Oh, I thought superhero might not even have loom there because Sigh was about to sniper bill, but he does, and he's able to save it with
Yeah.
a spear.
Nice job there. Superhero also like looking like he's gonna try and wall his base. I mean, you can't really wall this map basically, as you can tell, because of the marshes. But
yeah, and okay, so superhero has assumed that his opponent's opening scouts. He's made 2 spears, but Sigh has gone for an archery range, and obviously this could snowball really quickly for our red player, particularly
not for the first time.
Fletching's already come in. It looks like superhero might take quite a favourable engagement here. No.
Yeah, if he gets...
the scouts being forced away with the spears, but this is kind of going to be quite worrisome for superhero, where he's kind of forced to rush up a range, and forced to try and finish his walls as quickly as he can. But obviously, like one range skirms kind of works, but you still need the upgrade on those skirms for them to really be effective. And there's a hole.
Oh no!
There's a hole. One villager going down. I feel like
so
another
annoying.
villager has to go down. Another villager gone down.
I feel so bad for superhero like that. That
so
looks
tragic.
like it's bloody walled. Like
Yeah. Another villager's gone down. Another villager's gone down. Suddenly, 4 villagers have gone down for superhero. Sigh has kind of suddenly turned this game on its head. However, worth bearing in mind, Sigh has 2 minutes and almost 2 minutes and a half of idle time. Superhero is still ahead in Vilcan.
We saw this. So he went for the blacksmith. He only had 3 on food. There was no way he could get fletching and keep his TC running. So it's a conscious decision, but he still has 0 on food right now.
Sorry, he's got 0 on food and he's rocking up a stable. Who is this person?
Where's the market? Is he going to plonk down a market in a minute? Oh, amazing.
Okay. Yeah, and Sigh's just playing this really aggressive playstyle.
No.
Another villager going down for superhero.
Yeah, I mean,
superhero does have
superheroes.
Go on. Sorry.
I was going to say, I hope superhero's mentality isn't too sort of flummoxed by this, because he must know probably at this point that Sigh does tend to idle his TC to get the archers out with upgrades. So losing a few vills here and there is not the end of the world.
No, and I kind of wonder whether this kind of play might even be stronger with a civ like Saracens or something, where you even get the bonus against buildings and whatnot.
Yeah, true, actually. Weren't they banned? Well. I think superhero banned them.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. But superhero does have. He's putting a tower at the back. He's getting another lumber camp, and he's got all that deer at the back as well. So he should be able to recover somewhat. He still has the vill lead. He's 6 villagers ahead of his opponent. Not to mention the extra 2 fishing trips he's got. Sigh has caught on. He's going to take out another villager over here, but superhero should be able to wall the tower in.
I'm not sure if he will. He's got a palisade coming up. I'm not sure what he's thinking.
Yeah.
He's thinking, oh shit, there's a bunch of archers coming.
No, I mean, we've all been there, man. Oh no, and there's just more villagers going down, I think.
But he's,
it looks like...
who cares? He's got 4 minutes of idle time behind this.
Yeah.
Oh.
If superhero can just get some military out. Yeah, that hole was really unlucky for you, mate. However, just look at the stats, right? You've got almost a 10 villager lead over economic unit lead over your opponent. If you can just get some military out, you may well be able to recover this. Sorry, superhero is chatting in the chat.
Yeah, blacksmith and then armor on the skirms. Maybe we can take some good trades here. Yeah, going for that now. Perfect. Yeah.
There you go.
I think he's responding really well to it, like, because it's so annoying when like 4 archers with fletching get in, and you just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, man. And more archers going down.
Oh, there's another hole in the wall between the stable and the house.
Oh man, that's so unlucky.
I mean, it doesn't really matter, but still, it's just funny.
This is so tricky for Superhero now. I feel like if Superhero manages to get a safe mining camp over here and over by the tower, and then maybe just goes for a market and just buys his way up as much as he can and gets maybe knights or step lancers or whatever, like he's in a decent position. He just needs to stabilize,
deal with this army. Yeah, I mean, he might be able to clear up these archers here with the skirms, although the units are kind of going the wrong way, so I'm not sure. And yeah, Sigh's got 3 scouts out, so if he can group his army up, then there's nothing Superhero can do against it.
No, that's true. Sigh, the master of destabilizing his opponents. Sigh might be denying this market as well. I feel like if that market doesn't go up, it's very difficult for Superhero. And
skirms are here though. Should be okay. Should be able to get it up.
Bearing in mind that Sigh is now producing villagers and is still taking villagers off his opponent as another 2 villagers go down, suddenly that 10 villager difference is non-existent.
I mean, the eco KD is just abysmal right now for Superhero. Oh, if he can just stabilize, like you say, he's not in a bad position, but he probably feels like he's in a terrible position.
And this is just such an interesting style of playing from Sigh.
It really is.
Oof. This is me watching this, and I'm kind of like, I need to learn to play like Sigh. I need to get some coaching tips from this guy, man.
I kind of feel the same, honestly. Like he's got his eye on the win condition, which is my favorite phrase nowadays when I'm casting. Like he's not like, oh, I need to make more vills. Oh, I need to make more army. Oh, I need to do this. He's literally going, I need to do this so that I can win the game. It's as simple as that. Yeah. And like that's it's much easier said than done, you know. And just another example about this game.
I haven't cast many games where you got 19 eco kills to none. And it's looking like we might see something like that. As Sigh has collected up the castle age. I didn't even realize that. Sigh.
Oh God.
What do you have for breakfast in the morning, Sigh? You've got to tell us what your secret is. Like, I imagine it's baked beans sprinkled with cocaine or something nuts, because this is insane.
I'll be honest, mate. I think he's having Superhero for breakfast.
Sorry, we'll see.
Had to be done. Had to be done.
And Superhero is almost at the castle with 0 on food. Okay.
Oh, okay. What's going to happen in Castle Asia? Sigh's eco now is looking sort of... Wow. Look how many farms he's got. 16 farms after all of that.
This is also...
That's beautiful.
Yeah. This is... I mean, you know, obviously being aggressive is lovely because you snipe your opponent's vills, but being unharassed at home because you're being aggressive in your enemy's base is just so lovely, because you get... You know, you look at Sigh's base and it's a scene of tranquility, and you look at Superhero's base and it's like Mad Max Fury Road, right?
Yeah, it really is.
I love Superhero's got the demo ready. He's like, I'm not gonna give up without doing something crazy.
I love that from Superhero. That's so pog. I really hope it finds value. I mean, it's hard, but I really hope it does.
And Superhero is going for a stable, but even he's only got 1 villager on food. His opponent's up to castle age. What do you make from a stable when your eco is like this? Like, are you just hoping to buy all the resources you need?
Yeah, the market price must be terrible already. I mean, 158 gold for 100 food is already not great. And forward siege from Sigh. He's meaning business. He's going to end the game. I thought he might go for knights, but he's actually just going to stick with crossbow, and I think that's probably a right play, actually. There's not enough skirms,
the demo kills the scout, which isn't really worth it.
Bada boom!
Once crossbow comes in and bodkin comes in, it's going to be really difficult for Sigh to push this back.
Yeah, you just sit under that tower and it's GG, right? He might call it now. He's hit the castle age.
Yeah.
He's gonna queue up 1-step lancer and 2-step lancers. 2-step lancers. Let's see. Maybe the steppies can pull it back.
What are you doing, step bro? But yeah. This is looking pretty. Even the step lancer, I don't think, as powerful as it is, I don't think that can bring this back here. However,
no upgrades as well.
Superhero has gotten a mangonel queued up in defense. Superhero is trying to evacuate his base, but Sigh's already there.
Sigh's there. He's just everywhere, man. It's completely ruthless, this game.
You know, this is one of those games where you really kind of feel like saying to your opponent, just let me farm in peace, man. Like, what did my villagers do to you? More villagers going down, and suddenly at 26 minutes Superhero is on 20 villagers.
Oh my god. Sigh has not lost a single villager this game. There you go.
That was
GG, well played.
Again, Sigh proving that he is a surgeon when he plays. Absolutely.
A surgeon. Yeah.
Oh, really well played by Sigh. And just look at the eco kill death rate on it's 0 to 33. Superhero, my man. You played well, but Sigh had a plan and he pulled it off. Whew.
I mean, that damn hole in the wall at the beginning
that was
did
really
not
unlucky.
help.
No. I feel like as well, I think that snowballed really quickly. Like, I think if Superhero didn't have the hole, like he might have been given himself a little bit more time to, like, you know, make a couple of skirms when he still had scout mass, keep his army together, take some good trades, that kind of thing. But it just didn't happen. GG, well played to both players, and Sigh, what a champion. Let's move on to game number 4.
Yeah, I mean it's a 5-game, it's a best of 5, so it's not over yet. Still arena potentially to pull things back. I'm not sure if that's what Superhero's gone for. I mean, what's left in the draft at this point? You've got. I want to just like imagine what it would be like for the players. So we've lost with Mongols, we've won with Turks, and what was the first game? Malians, was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the civs left are. He's got Spanish, Vietnamese, and Huns versus Hindustanis, Poles, and Teutons. Interesting.
And it is, I guess, Superhero's pick for the map, right? Is that how it works?
Exactly. So he's probably going to pick Arena, right? Or maybe he feels like he needs to go for...
I'm just looking at the map that has been picked, and I don't know whether they just have to alternate maps, maybe?
No, he's probably. I don't think so. I reckon he's picked it because he's like, well, if I'm going to win, I have to win this map anyway. So let's just have a go.
Fair. Yeah,
and then I potentially have Arena Game 5 if I win this one.
That's true. And just to not keep our audience in suspense any longer, the next game is played on Hyperrandom, which is one of Sigh's home maps. So kind of unusual choice by Superhero here, but I'm sure he's cooking. Let's see what we've got. Let me load it.
All right, I'm in the game.
Okay, I'm in the game too. I'm at 2 seconds in. Can I count us off?
Me too. Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we've got Sigh playing as the Vietnamese in the red, super flexible civilization on a map like this, and we've got we've already got some laughing going on from Superhero, but Superhero playing as Hindustanis. Again, a lot of people think of Hindustanis as one of the best civs in the game at the moment. So it's kind of interesting matchup. Any initial thoughts, Husk?
Well, this map looks a lot like Budapest. But with only the 1 TC. Also, these woodlines are like the thickest, chonkiest woodlines I've ever seen. So, some classic hyper-random stuff. And we start with a Slinger Scout, which could actually kill Vils. So, that's quite scary, honestly. Like, whoever wins the initial Slinger War could have a very big advantage this game. But we'll have to see if that plays out.
And we've actually seen before as well, Wouldn't they? I think Sigh is trying to lure a deer with his slinger. Love that.
But
but
because it's a scout, you probably can't kill. I think hyper random, like the scout unit you start with, it then behaves like a scout, so you can't kill
fair.
hunts with it.
I mean,
Whereas
I
obviously
kind
you
of
can with
love
other
the idea
military
as well
units.
that you can use your slinger to like you can warn your slinger and use it to like kill your enemy's boar or something really stupid. I don't even know, but
Oh, true, actually.
yeah. But we've also seen. So I'd like to say that Sai is really good at picking his fights and using terrain to win his fights. So yesterday in Atacama, we saw he took out like a load of skirmishers by just using the high ground and microing his archers. So I might be inclined to favor Sai's micro here if it does come to a
Sure.
slinger wall. But we'll see how that goes. Also, worth bearing in mind that you can garrison the slinger in the TC if you want to heal it up for whatever reason.
That's true.
And I guess.
But
Oh, go on.
no, well, I was just going to say this. I think it's unlikely that they're going to find too much value. Like, we'll see. And the fact that now I look a bit closer, the map is just so closed. Like, I mean, size base is a little bit harder to wall, but not really.
Yeah, superhero base
So
is so easy to wall. Superhero
yeah,
base, yeah, man.
this
Sorry,
game's
go
going
on.
to go probably quite late, I would say.
Yeah, and
Who
starting
would
with
you
the
favour
slinger
in
as
that
well.
matchup?
Starting with the slinger actually just encourages man at arms or drush play like whatsoever. So
True, actually.
yeah, like that your window for aggression is even smaller when you start with the slinger.
Yeah.
It looks like both players are going for docks. Sai's got his own dock up a little bit earlier.
Yeah, it's good awareness from the players to go for the water. That sometimes if
Yeah.
you're playing hyper random, people don't realize that there's water. But yeah, both players scouting well to spot that.
Yeah, it looks like Sai is kind of scouting with one of his ducks, as well as his
Oh
scout,
yeah,
and he
that's no
should.
duck, Mambies. That is not a
Yeah.
duck. That is a sheep.
No, it's ducks, man. Don't ignore what they're telling you in the game. The ducks, man.
I mean,
Like,
I know it looks and sounds like a goose, so it doesn't even look and sound like a duck. I don't know what you're talking about, but it's not a goose. It's a sheep. Okay, just wanted to
Yeah,
clear that
no.
up before we move on.
Just
we want to be on the same understanding. And oh, the slinger's attacking a bill.
oh. But superhero has already got Loom, so he should be alright.
He saved it. Yeah.
I kind of wonder whether we are going to see each player realize that this is 4 distinct ponds rather than, kind of like a nomad style, like joint C on the outside. But
That's
we'll
true,
see.
actually.
Yeah.
What's this? I mean, yeah,
so-
maybe if superhero can scout the edge of his pond, he can work it out.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it'll be interesting. Oh wait, I thought.
yeah,
Oh, sorry, I thought that superhero already had Loom, but he didn't. He's just getting it now. I don't know why I thought that. Oh
I
well.
think slingers just do very low damage to vills. Basically, that's
enough.
what I've concluded. Yeah, I mean, it was 2 shots, and she's like, she only took like 5 HP damage or something.
Worth bearing in mind that slinger action there, and the slinger literally doing nothing. Oh, and Sai walling in the slinger, maybe.
He almost did. That's gotta be so annoying. Oh, eating the TC, maybe. No, just being annoying.
This is so stupid.
Oh, here comes Sigh Slinger. May we see the slingers sling off? I think we will. Oh, he's gonna get trapped in. If he's not careful.
No.
Come on,
the slinger's
Sigh's
already
gonna do
taken a
this.
bit of damage, so
Oh, the slinging.
superhero's gonna lose the sling war.
He needs to run.
Oh no, but he's
He has to
microing.
run. Oh, he's microing.
This is why we watch this
16
game.
HP.
Yeah,
16.
when I said this is going to be a cataclysmic semi-final, this is what I meant. And,
Sigh's gonna win.
Oh
Sigh's
my
gonna
god!
win. Surely. Oh, actually, micro. Oh,
Oh,
go for the
didn't
trap.
fall again. No,
Not gonna happen.
fall again. Okay, they're leaving it. They're leaving it.
Oh,
my goodness!
amazing.
And yeah, can you just appreciate as well this crazy wall of berries and gold at the back of superhero's base?
Yeah. Um,
Crazy, man.
that's crazy. Yeah.
The,
Also,
go on.
it's like you said. I think superhero is now possibly working out, although he hasn't worked out yet, that the water is not linked. So he is going for 2 fire galleys, as is Sigh, who's also going for a fire galley, but the ponds are not linked. So
which is really
both players
messy.
making the same mistake. So I guess that's fine. But yeah.
No, and I imagine Superhero will realize this before he makes the second fire galley, because at least fire galleys produce so slowly, right?
We hope so.
Sai
Yeah.
is going for the double archery range opening with
Again?
a blacksmith. So
what a
we'll see
surprise!
Yeah. Let's see if Superhero's walls don't betray him this time. It should be a pretty easy map to wall up. Literally, he's walled already on the left-hand side, and he's just finishing off his wall on the right-hand side. So he should be
mate,
fine.
tell me what you see in Size Q.
A transport. Oh, man.
A transport ship. He's playing this game. He knows what to do.
This is four-dimensional chess here, right? Oh, five-dimensional chess. Let's go.
If he gets in
and then
with the
double dock
archers-
for superhero. This is I can tell that this map has really fucked these guys over. As another,
Yeah, he just doesn't.
yeah.
I think he's working it out now. The fire ships are just glitching, and he's like, "Why aren't they going anywhere?" And then he's gonna be like, "Oh,
Man.
disaster."
But yeah, I feel like, I mean, the double dock isn't ideal, but at least you can use it for fish booming or something.
I'm stupid. I kind of thought that Sai had a transport on Superhero's water, but he doesn't. He's making exactly the same mistake, and his transport is now doing absolutely nothing. That's hilarious.
I mean, I'd almost be tempted to double down on this. Like, Sai's already got all the archers, right? You might as well make a dock and transport over, but then Superhero has already secured his pond with 2 fire galleys, so
yeah,
maybe this kind of works out.
Toy walls, a great job. Yeah, I think the transport play won't actually work, even if he does manage to build another dock.
And just look at
these
this.
archers.
Sai's really gone for quite a lot of feudal ration with the double range play, but he's not going to be able to break through, or at least not for some time. And Superhero is going to be up to castle. There's loads of stone available to him if he wants. He could easily drop a castle and go Gulam here.
Yeah, Gulam would be amazing here. And I think knowing who your opponent is, that it's this guy Sai who loves to play as archers, I think you've got to be thinking, I need to go into Gulam and force my opponent to make something else.
And I love this from Superhero. He's opening with a galley on the water, so he'll just be able to secure that left-hand wall. Because obviously archers trade terribly against galleys and whatnot. However,
Sai has gone for a dock on Superhero's pond now.
So there is gonna be some feudal ration here, but to be honest, Sai doesn't know that Superhero's already got 2 docks. So Superhero has already won water on his pond, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going for a lot of galleys. He's kind of overreacting a bit, I think.
Yeah, a little bit of an overreaction.
We'll see.
If you're going, once you realise his opponent is going for water, you might as well get flattering. If he's got 3 galleys out, right?
He's going up to Castle Age, but I'm not getting a sense of what his plan is. Is he just going to boom?
It does look like he's just booming at the moment. Maybe he's going to make a defensive siege workshop.
Yeah. He's not got much space to boom. Like, he's kind of cornered himself in here.
Yeah, I don't like giving away the map control like this. Like, even if you wanted to make a stable just to get like a couple of scouts out, see what your opponent's doing, and snipe 1 or 2 vills, and then get enough stone for a castle. However, he is putting his first TC on the wood and on the stone, so I think he wants to go for the stone eventually.
No, I think booming's the right choice here. Like, you're safe, and your opponent, you're up faster, so like, I think it's totally fine. And then his eco should be fine. Like, he can just react if Sai comes forward with a siege shop. Like, he can just make his own defensive siege, or like you say, make a defensive castle. and then he knows that his Civ has a lot of options against the Vietnamese in the Imperial Age. Like if you get to sort of Gulam hand cannoneer or something, like it's gonna be tough for the Vietnamese to do anything against that. I think.
No, definitely. I think Vietnamese genuinely probably struggle quite a lot against Hindustanis. So
I've definitely had. I've always thought that I'm like, well, Hindustanis don't get knights, so I'm in a good position here. But I've died hard to Hindustanis with the Vietnamese a few times. That's for sure. So yeah, interesting game though. Interesting.
Look at this. Sigh's going for the transport ship, but Superhero has a lot of navy in this area. I don't think that Sigh quite appreciates how much navy is there. Is it the transport ship?
Are the fires on, Pet? Are they gonna
oh
go
my god, that was so close!
Disaster! Sigh hits him with 11.
I literally just saw Sigh score take a little bit of a dive.
That hurts so much. Honestly, though, I think given what happened last game, Superhero deserved that. Like, Superhero deserves to kill that transport, frankly, because that damn hole was so annoying.
No, I love how Superhero is playing with this now. He's got 3 TCs. He's got a really solid eco advantage. He's got 2 docks, so he knows his opponent's got the has docked his pond, so he's going to be able to defend fine. And he's also already getting monks out to get the relics, so he's playing this for the long game. He's already got 4 villagers on stone, so he's not super worried about any aggression. Sigh's going for the siege workshop, but that's going to be shut down so quickly by a defensive castle.
And he can honestly probably use the market and buy the castle if he needs to at this point.
Yeah.
He is going for a defensive siege shop though, which is perfect.
No,
so
exactly.
Yeah, really well played by Superhero so far this game. Just perfect reactions, and he is actually going to lose the water though, by the looks of things. Oh no, he's queuing up more fires, so he'll win.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
And I don't know if. Okay, yeah, Sigh has realized that his opponent has 2 docks. But you know, once you realize your opponent's got 2 docks, like why even contest the water? To be honest, like maybe you'll kill 1 or 2 fires, but I feel like Sigh's investing a lot into this and not necessarily getting a huge amount out of it.
Does kill a fishing ship. But yeah, I think the most important thing now is the siege battle here. If Sigh gets good trades and manages to get in and take this initial TC before Superhero's castle comes down, maybe he can make something happen. But it feels like Superhero should be able to deal with this. Okay, converts a crossbow, nice.
And bear in mind that Superhero, obviously Sigh doesn't know this, but Superhero has 8 villagers or 7 villagers now on stone, so that castle is going to go up so quickly. However, Sigh is breaking in. This house has gone down.
He is going to break in. That is true.
And he might be able to get a couple of shots on villagers here. No, the villager's not quite going down. Can you see that?
Where does Superhero even put his castle? Honestly?
I don't know. It might actually be worth deleting the siege workshop. Question mark? Or maybe delete the houses by the wall.
Yeah, if he can push back this army just a bit with his mangonels, then maybe he can put a castle like slightly further forward.
Yeah.
But there's not really any room to put it at the moment.
This is always the challenge when you're booming in a confined space like this, like just no space, man. Bearing in mind as well, Superhero has no extra TCs. So, okay, there's the castle. Can you see it?
Yeah, and actually, the damn mangonels, move! Oh, God. I actually quite like that castle because it means that the crossbows can't come in. So the TC is still under threat, but at the end of the day, we're going to be making Gulam, and Gulam kills, like, if you get 10 Gulams with all the armor, they kill everything. Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely kill everything.
Sigh is foreseeing this happening. He is getting light cavalry. But bearing in mind, like, literally what, you get, like, maybe 10, 20 Gulams and, like, 4 camels. Like, that's going to be so difficult for the Vietnamese to counter, even though light cavalry perform really well against, really sick mangonel macro there. Did you see that?
I did. That was impressive. Blacksmith goes down, though. He's going to need to make a new one to get any armor on his Gulams. You might not have realized that. It's one of those things that you just don't notice in the heat of the moment sometimes.
Definitely. But also, look at the amount of food that Superhero has. He may well just opt. But he can put a lot into... he can put a lot into his Castle Age military now, and he'll still be up to Imperial faster than his opponent.
Did you see what happened at the back of Sigh's base? Superhero got in with a monk, and he converted a villager, and the villager is now sneaking away. And if Sigh doesn't pay attention to this, a sneaky stable here could be really annoying. I wonder if that's what he's gonna do.
you sneaky boy. Oof.
He's... Oh, actually, what would be even better? A sneaky dock. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, definitely that would be sick. Also, Sigh's kind of realized it's kind of fruitless to push this way now with the castle there, so he's going to push from the other side. But once again, Superhero, I mean, that would deny all of Superhero's stone, but Superhero has 600 stone already. He's going to get a castle so quickly. I don't think Sigh's going to be able to break in.
He can just neutralize that, and it's like we said, this chunky wood line is just completely impregnable, and with a castle on each choke point, like, what the hell do you even do as a crossbow player? I mean, Sigh is looking to go up to him, but Superhero's already on the way up, and yeah, I feel like Superhero's in a really commanding position.
Yeah.
I think he's played it really perfectly, except for the initial double dock, which actually paid off in the end, right? But still,
yeah, exactly.
It just didn't seem like the right move.
What is this? Can you see Superhero's going quite far forward with a load of villagers on the side here?
Oh, maybe he wants to do a forward castle.
Oh,
yeah,
he's going for the castle there.
But Sigh can see this.
Yeah. Oh
Sigh can
my
make
God.
a knight and
he
deny
doesn't
this.
see it. They're just out of range of that house's.
Oh really? Oh, you're
vision.
right. He doesn't see it. Amazing.
Yeah.
That's a phenomenal castle. That's absolutely phenomenal.
Okay, so with the castle going there, Sigh probably will break through this side. But Superhero knows all he needs to do is hold into Imperial. Although he's not going to be able to get. He's not going to be able to get the blacksmith up. So he needs to make a blacksmith somewhere else.
That's actually a disaster. Yeah, he needs to get a blacksmith. Where are the Golems? Okay, he's bringing them back now. Okay,
yeah,
he should. I think Sigh could lose all of his army here though if he's not careful.
Definitely. And he's only got 3 light health. Like,
yeah,
that's not going to be that much of a deterrent to say 20 Golems.
Yeah, he really needs to rush this blacksmith though. I think if you take the engagement before you get the first armor, like I don't have enough faith in the Golems to carry that fight without any upgrades. But we'll see. We'll see.
If he gets the first armor, they should trade pretty decently.
Oh, takes the mangonel. Nice.
And actually, so I've just realized Sigh doesn't have bodkin.
Oh yeah, good point. That's a bit of a mistake from him actually.
Yeah. And now that he's up to imp, Superhero is like, okay, I'm just gonna go and raid with my Golems.
Yeah, and he can tread push on the front. Yeah, raiding with Golems. Yeah, I don't think there's anything
mangonels may well go down, which is unfortunate. Not the end of the world. Oh, but actually, okay, yeah, one mangonel is gonna go down.
I think he's gonna, yeah, only one's going down. Nice.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And he's gonna double blacksmith.
And that's the GG. Yeah.
Oh, GG.
That was as much of a stomp as the last game was in favor of Sigh. I feel like Superhero really played that really well, and Sigh just wasn't able to get the damage in, right? So really well played by Superhero.
It's one of those things with hyper random that sometimes. Do you remember that game we played against each other? And my map jam was just way better than yours. So I just walled up and then just got really far ahead with the boom. And,
man.
Like it just puts you in such a good position, and it's just one of those things about this map that just on your perception of your map might not be what your opponent's perception of their map is, and so you just don't know necessarily what the right approach is. So Superhero going for his approach, seeing his map was just perfect, honestly, from him. So
definitely
really well played.
Really well played by Superhero. Just kind of saying, you know what, I'm just gonna buy my time. I'm gonna let Sigh, the storm of Sigh, break upon my mountain fortress, and just kind of wait for him to go into the GG, basically, because like what the Vietnamese do against Hindustanis in the late game, right? Really well played.
Mate,
oh, gone.
It's a best of one. It's a best of one.
Oh.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
One game left to decide this season of AOE Leagues in Division E. It's insane.
Which, let's be honest, you know, a lot of people talk about Division A being the best division but it's not. Division E is. I'm just saying, all right.
I am actually inclined to think that these kind of mid-elo games see some really wacky strategies that you just don't necessarily get in the really top tier players.
I
I could be
mean,
wrong about that.
you say that because I hope you're ready for the last game between two of the clowniest players that I've cast, or had the pleasure of casting. You've got the final game being played on Arena between Spanish and Poles. Oh.
Spanish and Poles. Okay, I'm paused at 1 second.
Okay, I am paused at 2 seconds. Oh my goodness. Okay.
I'm at 2 seconds. Yeah.
Okay, wicked. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right. So we've got Superhero playing in the teal as the Poles. We've seen him play it as the Poles before. Did an excellent kind of fast Imperial kind of castle drop style of play. Really cool to watch. And then we've got Sigh playing as the Spanish in the red. Probably the most popular arena civ? Question mark. What are your kind of feelings on this matchup, Husk?
I mean, I definitely prefer the Spanish in this matchup. I think Conquistadors could be really strong, and I think if Sigh plays meta and just goes for like light cav and relics kind of thing, that should deny the castle drop.
Yeah.
So if he can deny that castle drop, if that's what Superhero is going for, then he should he should be in a good position. But the other thing with the Spanish is that like if the Poles go for the Trush, which they're also somewhat known for on Arena, I mean it's not really meta these days, right? But if they go for that, I think the Spanish they have the tools to get their castle up, and then the Conquistadors will just rip everything. So it feels like if Sigh plays this right, he should have an advantage here. But like we said, Superhero is an absolute clown and will surely have some tricks up his sleeve. So I'll be interested to see what he goes for here.
No, and I kind of feel like as well, like even if Superhero manages to get a castle forward, we may well. Oh my goodness, I've just got someone following me. Love to see it, man.
Let's go.
Hey, Stephen, we'll discuss about followers another time, my man, but really love to see you dropping in. Anyway,
I can bop him if you want. You just give me the words and I'll bop.
Baby. I was going to say, if Sigh gets the castle defensively, even if Superhero gets a forward castle, like, it's very easy to sneak like 5 conks and 2 petards out through the side of your base and then have the conks just raid your opponent to death. Like 5 conks are worth like 10 knights, right? Like they're so nuts.
When you're raiding like that, they're insane. Yeah, I think that would be the play, honestly. If the castle does go up, I think sneak out with some conks, break into your opponent's base and wreak havoc with guns on their eco.
Yeah.
Superhero with all the castle age. Oh no, it's Sigh with the Superhero had the Turks, didn't he?
Yeah. Sigh's like, it's my turn to play with gunpowder, all right?
Yes.
We might have a bit of a scout fight over here.
Oh, yeah.
No, neither player can going for it just yet.
I think that's wise. Scouting is so important here in this matchup. I think you just need to, because both civs you're going to be afraid of a forward castle drop as well, right? So you have to keep your scout alive to try and at least see that coming and prepare for it. Because if you don't see it coming and it goes up, it's not a good feeling.
I would almost be tempted, like if Sigh's watched Superhero's previous sets, right? I would almost be tempted if I'm Sigh to go for a barracks and make a load of spearmen as well as scouts to like try and deny the castle drop. But Superhero may well be banking on something like that, and there's no real reason. Like I feel like as at fast Imperialing, Poles are probably a bit better. And if Superhero can get a defensive castle, go for that kind of fast Imperial style of play, go for like double monastery, and maybe get block printing and redemption, that's going to be quite difficult for Spanish to stop.
Yeah, He might well go for that. I don't know what pole monks are like, but maybe yeah. If they get block printing and stuff, then they should be decent.
They get block printing. They don't get atonement, and they don't get heresy or illumination. Okay, they are actually missing a couple of things, but they do get redemption. They do get block printing. They get sanctity and fervor. It's pretty decent. Not the best. So, speaking of, Spanish actually get amazing monks, right? So
they do. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
No, and the first farms are already coming out for superhero, as Sigh has already clicked up at 22 pop.
Oh, nice. That's an impressive build. I mean, I like what Superhero's done here as well. Like, he's using that Pulse bonus of just taking stone. So he took it a bit early, and he's already banked up 32 gold just from those stone miners. So, yeah, it's a really nice job, like, utilizing his Civ bonus there.
I think as well, just note, like, both players have their really kind of far forward berries, and that's particularly important as the poles, as obviously you want to build your farms next to that bulwark.
True. Yeah, that's a good point.
But it looks like we're seeing a barracks for Sigh. And I'm kind of interested, like, is he going to sell his stone once again? In which case, like, what is Sigh's strategy here? Because you don't want to be selling your stone if you're going for a castle drop.
Maybe he just wants to go, like, have monks and boom behind it, and like, thinks he can deny the castle drop with that. Like, it could... maybe he feels like he can just play the meta game better. Like... I don't know. I don't know if he can, but it certainly would be a perfectly reasonable opening.
I feel like knowing how important micro is on these kind of arena matches where you see so many like Cavern monks and whatnot. I feel like Sigh's probably very proficient at that kind of style of play. Not that we've actually seen him play like that much. Archery range every time.
What is going on? So archery range blacksmith. Okay. No market.
I love this from Sigh. This is like,
What is this?
I'll go archers every single game. I love to see it, and even as Spanish. But I mean, he can deny castles with like 4 or 5 archers. You can deny castles, right?
This might work actually. I mean, he's not going to be able to go up to Castle Age yet, but if he just has 5 archers with fletching, and Superhero blindly comes forward for a castle drop. Which, I mean, maybe Sigh knows that he'll do that. Then, yeah, that could be amazing. Honestly, 5-head plays.
Sigh's going for the feudal boom. I didn't even appreciate that. Yeah, he's going for the market now. He's not going to be able to get up to castle anytime soon. But like, if you can just deny any offensive castle drop, this could be crazy. We're getting the scout. Yeah. Looks like Superhero gets the best of the initial engagement. And this is where Sigh has to be really careful. Does he choose to show his archers? No, it looks like he's getting a villager involved.
Oh, nice. And he's actually walled the gate there. That's really interesting.
Oh,
nice job there. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, and actually, Superhero comes away from that with 1 HP less than his opponent's scout.
Oh. Also, Superhero got Loom, so maybe he is planning the castle drop.
Yeah.
So this is kind of ingenious from. And he's managed to click up with the market. That's impressive.
Yeah. That's. However, bearing in mind. So let's say Superhero goes forward with like 9 villagers. His opponent only has 1 archer range. He's currently got 2 archers. So even with 2 archers and 1 scout that's on 10 HP, you're not going to be able to deny a castle.
Yeah, I don't know. If he can get fletching, and if he's got 4 archers, then he might be able to. But
and he is getting fletching right now.
Oh,
1 minute to go. We still haven't seen Superhero's villagers go forward. What is the play?
If this was any other like player and any other Civ, like Sigh's strategy would make 0 sense. But he's really playing against his opponent.
Playing as Spanish,
really smart.
Getting fletching, going archers. Love it.
Yeah, but he's got his scout forward, so I think he's looking out for that forward castle. Superhero does have the stone for it, so he's not coming forward though. So I wonder.
He's not, and I kind of wonder: is he going to go for a defensive castle here?
Is he just going to boom? If he just booms here...
The mind games, man.
Yeah, that's so mind gamey. No, hang on. He's just idle all his gold villagers. Yeah, defensive castle. Oh, that's disaster for Sigh. That's an absolute disaster.
Suddenly Sigh's Sigh's investment into fletching, his investment into a range, his investment into 5 archers and 2 spearmen comes to nothing.
Yeah. I mean, how do archers with Bodkin do against Obuch, though? You know, that's the big question I want to know the answer to. Ooh.
No one knows. No one's ever seen no one's ever seen
Oh, no.
Spanish archers versus Obuch before.
He's actually going to come forward himself, Sigh. He
Superhero
kills the
lost
scout.
the scout. Are we going to see like maybe a Siege Workshop monk play? Because Sigh has done that before with Aztecs, obviously.
I mean, if Superhero can wall,
Well, maybe we're going to see
between his
Siege
market.
Workshop into Siege Tower.
Siege Tower Spanish art. Oh my god.
Siege Tower
Well, you have
Spanish
to-
archers. You've heard about the new
Yeah.
meta here, guys. This is groundbreaking stuff. Obuch
And
coming.
this
Is that
Obuch-
going to take the scout? Oh, that would have
He
been
sees it.
great to take the scout. I think
Like,
it's kinda-
actually, that's
Hold on.
quite good for Sigh because the Obuch is like now he knows he has a defensive castle, so he's going to be careful as to where he tries to drop in. You know,
Superhero does manage to scout the Siege Workshop. And he also manages to scout the archers. The game's up, guys.
Ah!
GG. Oh, man.
oh my god. What is
okay.
happening?
The Obuch is going to go down.
Banshee.
But I think Superhero, Superhero's doing the right thing. He's got his castle covering his main gold. He's walling up to the sides. He's making bulwarks in the back.
Yeah. He's not taking any chances. He's playing it safe. He knows he should collect, like, he's already collected 800 more resources. So the Pole's bonus is already paying off, right?
And yeah, definitely. Yeah. And he's got heavy plow. He's got double bit axe. His opponent doesn't have double bit axe, and obviously heavy plow with the poles makes so much sense.
Superhero must be thinking, archers again? Really? Like right now?
I love to see this. I really like getting fletching as well. Like getting that extra range on the castle, really worth it in this situation.
Yeah, defensive siege shop as well. Should be fine, right? It should be fine.
Yeah. As long as he walls this little bit to the side, yeah, he's definitely fine. One mangonel shuts down a lot of this aggression.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll be able to kill this. And he's going to see the castle now. He's going to go for the monastery, probably.
And this is where Sigh must feel like there's so much pressure right now. He has got a stable. He is making a knight. So he might send in a couple of knights into the back of his opponent's eco. But obviously, Obuchs actually do pretty well against knights.
True, they do actually.
Yeah.
I mean, if he kills the monastery, then that could be good. But I think this mangonel's in time, and this ram is going to go down. Yeah.
And suddenly, Sigh's got all of these units. But what do? Like, it doesn't feel like...
They really die, Swim says. Oh, he's going to trap them in as well. He's going to have to micro his absolute arse off here to have any hope. But the Obuch are taking so many hits from these archers.
Oh my god, and the mangonel.
They get out of it. Oh, actually, Obuch took a lot of damage from that.
Is the mango going down? He could take out that mango. He definitely could.
Ram the mangonels. Oh, mate.
Oh, and Sigh losing the archers, losing the battering ram. He's losing his spearman, and suddenly this is looking very much like it is Superhero's game to lose.
I mean, I will say this. Obviously, the feeling of investing into a forward push and it not coming off, however, that's bad. But you've seen your opponent make a monastery. You've seen your opponent place a castle, a siege workshop. You got to be thinking, my opponent's also invested to defend against this, right?
Definitely.
So in theory, his eco can't be that far ahead. So I hope Sigh is now thinking, okay, this didn't work. All I need to do is just plonk down some eco at home and try and win the late game. Like there's still every opportunity for that. But
yeah, definitely.
I mean, Superhero is flirting with the Imperial Age again, though. So I don't know. We'll have to see.
Both players are flirting with Imperial, which is very telling about how this game has gone. Maybe Sigh can snipe a mangonel or two here, and that might suddenly kind of make up a little bit for this the amount of investment in Sigh's forward.
Oh, true. Actually, he should be able to snipe these. You get one at least, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, takes one. He's got a monk. I mean, he could still go for the monk play with Spanish, right? There's no light cav out yet. Could be strong.
Yeah, and getting you got more upgrades than your opponent. It does look like Superhero is going to have the amount of eco you need to start spamming endless winged hussar, if he needs to. But another Mangonel going down, I think. Maybe. Oh, not quite.
Ooh. Oh yes, it looks like it will. Micro, nice micro by Sigh.
But okay, Mangonel has gone down. Rest in peace. But
Rip.
Superhero has clicked up to Imperial.
Yeah.
As Sigh is about to click up to Imperial. What is this game, man? Who are these players? Love to see it.
Sigh has no castle though, so you know he's gonna either gonna need university and chemistry, which takes ages, or he's gonna need to get a castle down so he can get those trebs out. Ooh, and Superhero going for the privileges, so he's gonna switch into Cavalier, which is a great play. Although he's adding, I know he hasn't got a barracks yet, so he has to add a barracks before he can plug down stables.
Yeah, and he doesn't really have much in the way of a wood economy, so actually affording a stable is going to be pretty difficult.
Yeah, true.
But I do love to see the privileges. I wouldn't be surprised if he buys the wood, to be honest. And Sigh's going to snipe this monk. So Sigh is still getting value out of this military, even if things didn't quite go as he wanted.
Oh, he's gonna get a second one.
Oh,
yeah, second monk. That's a disaster.
This is filthy from Sky. Yeah, Sigh rather. Stable coming up.
Oh, nice micro there. Really nice micro from Sigh. Saves the weak knight. Kills all of the Obutch.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Impressive.
And that must be kind of make Sigh feel a little bit better about how this push has gone. Like, at least he's cleared up his opponent's kind of castle age military.
Yeah. I mean, it does just feel like Superhero is in a better position though. Like with that timing to imp, his Cavalier are way cheaper than Sigh's, because Sigh's also checking into Cavalier, right?
And just look at how much idle time Sigh has.
Yeah, that's the Vil difference right there, isn't it? Really, like, yeah.
Like more villagers and the Paul's eco is better than the Spanish anyway. But we'll see. And Sigh does look like he's actually getting more of the relics, so maybe he'll be able to make something happen here.
True.
It looks like we are going to have a bit of a night war.
Yeah, it does. But like, I just feel like that really favors the Poles massively. Yeah. And but you can't just go for Halb because you know that your opponent's got Obutch. So yeah. I
love as well that Superhero is going for devotion. I think that makes so much sense in this situation. Like when there's really monasteries on the field and you've only got a limited number of knights, that makes too much sense not to go.
And you're against these damn clowns, you know. Always get devotion against the clowns.
Okay, initial engagement. Both players now know that they're each going for knights. Sigh has better blacksmith upgrades, and he's getting the +2 defense now. Yeah,
that's true actually, but the numbers is definitely in favor of Superhero. Sigh is so impressive. Like you know, I think a lot of us would have been way further behind to Imp, and with no military out after losing all those archers. I would just be dead then. But Sigh has managed to like stay in the game. Like it's not an ideal position, but he's still in this, and he could win. Just a few good fights could snowball it, you know.
Yeah, and particularly when your opponent's going monks, your opponent's going knights, and you've got a forward monastery. Like you're not out of the game just yet.
True. Yeah, true actually. Keeping that alive is actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is really solid. Sigh has Superhero has now gone for 5 stables, which may be a little bit of overkill here. I don't think he's got the farming eco to support that, but
yeah, not quite. Yeah, maybe 4's enough, but yeah. So, Sigh is actually taking a relic back to his home monastery, which I love. So he's gonna, if he loses that forward position, he can still
that makes a lot of sense.
Still have the relic, so that's really really smart.
I think Sigh
still got 2 archers.
Yeah, I love that. He's also building this castle in the middle of the map, and I think like if he can get that up, that's really strategic because it just like guarantees him a bit of map control. But Superhero has almost 20 knights. He's got Cavalier. His opponent's only getting Cavalier just now, and he doesn't have the numbers that Superhero has. The villagers are going forward for the castle drop, but I don't know if this is going to happen.
The monks are pushing him back. I think that's Superhero could just engage this, but he's being patient. He's being careful. Which it's game 5. You got to expect that, right?
No, and he doesn't
I think
know
the
about
castle
the
will
castle
go
drop yet. So yeah.
Yeah.
And only look at this. 32 minutes and double bit axe. Love to see it.
You do love to see it. He's taking the fight now.
Taking the fight now. The castle has gone up.
Yeah. And we
And
see a trebuchet in the queue.
Conversion there.
Yeah, trebuchet coming out. I don't know. It just feels like Superhero can just stick to his game plan and he should just win because his Civ is better.
Yeah.
This.
Like he's got.
But sorry.
With
I was going to say, like, if the Spanish can hold out, they have more options to deal with this. So if he can eventually tech into Halb and hand cannon, for example, like, then he can win the game. But I don't know if it's going to get to that point, you know.
No,
does snipe the Treb though, which is awesome. That's really awesome.
Yeah, that's.
He could snipe another one too.
And actually, Sigh's Cavalier traded surprisingly well there.
Yeah, they do have better upgrades.
I think Sigh is just like, look, my opponent can't have that good eco if they got up to Imperial that quickly. So I'm just going to try holding out here. Superhero does have a second TC now, though.
He does. Sigh is also going for a second TC, but it's forward, which I'm not sure is the best move. Because if you lose this forward position, like, you'll lose that TC as well, you know? But we'll see. He does need to keep those villagers safe, so I guess it's not the worst thing. But...
Superhero is now getting the +2, and that actually makes quite a big difference here because of the forward castle, and it does have flattering, which I don't think would have a massive impact on this game, but it is. And block printing for his monks, so Sigh is for Sigh's monks rather. So Sigh is building up quite a defensive position here, which Superhero has to be quite cautious when approaching.
Yeah, he definitely does.
However, Superhero has 32 Cavalier now. That's,
and Sigh is just 16. That's double. Exactly. 2 times 16 is 32, Ben.
This is an educational stream. Actually, not many people know about that, but yeah, we do math.
ASMR stream.
But,
also, Sigh is being aware on that right side of Superhero space, so he knows if he's expanding out there, which I really like. I mean, he's actually over there with Cavalier now, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, nice job from him.
I love how confined to one area this game is. It's just kind of confined to this forward area of Superhero's base at the moment. And Sigh is actually getting his 3rd town center up.
Nice. Yeah, if he can just hold and get his eco far enough ahead, or like, you know, keep up with the eco, he can still win this game for sure. I think.
This is.
But it feels like one big 37... fight, and
yeah, 37 Cavalier, 6 light cavalry. It's looking increasingly difficult for Sigh to pull this back. I think one big fight. If Sigh can hold, he's got this. If Superhero is able to push back Sigh from this forward position, it's over. I also like that Superhero is adding enough trebs here. Like, he knows that once he clears his opponent's army, he's going to be able to push back that castle with like 3 or 4 trebs. And I'm not sure. I don't think this is the right move. I don't think that Sigh goes in here. I think Sigh just tries to hold.
I agree. He really doesn't want to throw any numbers. This could be bad. I think Superhero is just playing really patiently, and that's actually totally the right approach here. Like, he's waiting till he has enough trebs. If you come forward, win the fight, 4 trebs kills the castle before you can do anything about it, and then it's basically
Superhero might be losing some light cavalry here. And Sigh is playing so well. He's keeping his monks in the castle. Love that.
Yeah, he is. Really, really good. I think he's got 13 Cavalier in the queue, Superhero. So like, he's just gonna overwhelm him here, I think. Oh, big fight! Big fight! Let's go!
There's a big
It's a war game.
Who's winning here?
We want to see fights.
+4 has just come in for Sigh, but I don't think that's going to be enough. As the sheer numbers of the polls.
Yeah,
overwhelm
just
the
too
Spanish
much.
Cavalier. 2 traps have
Yeah.
gone down for our red player.
Oh, that's such a big fight for superhero. Such a
Oh,
big fight.
yeah, this is really messy. And Superhero is not messing around. He's coming forward with a forward castle himself.
Yeah, he wants to end the game. He knows the deal. He knows the score. He knows he has a lead.
Sigh is trying to tech into Pikeman, but his food eco just isn't there for that tack
It's
switch.
just not gonna happen. Yeah.
And it's not like,
Oh,
the
he
same
has got
economy
squires
that
though.
the same economy that supports mass spam of Cavalier also supports mass spam of Ober.
Yeah. That's all
There's
you
the
need to do is
GG.
Cavalier Roadbook. GG, well
Oh
played.
wow!
Congratulations.
Such a set.
What a set.
What an absolute treat to cast. Really well played by both players. And mega congrats to the Division E champion, Superhero. Let's go. Woo!
Yeah, well played, superhero. Absolute beast. Deserved winner of the whole division. Very
That
well
was
played.
so much fun. And those sets were really back and forth.
Yeah, could have gone either way. For sure.
Literally 2 games. 2 games I felt Psy won. With it made the way Psy played made it look easy. I was just so shocked by how well Psy played. The fact that Superhero was able to pull that back, despite those 2 games going so into Psy's favor, just shows how good a player Superhero is and how adaptable he is to these various maps and different circumstances. So super well played to the reigning champion of Division E. Whew. Anything to add there?
And I hope Sai's not disappointed. That game, he played it really smart going for that Archer's play, I think. It was just 5 head. If Superhero had gone for the forward castle drop, it would have been a disaster for him, and he could well have won the series there and then. But just a bit unlucky, or really smart from Superhero just to think maybe Sai's knowing I'm going to go for a castle drop, so I'm just going to play it safe. I'm going to go defensive here and just use my better eco to pull ahead, which is exactly what happened. So yeah, incredibly well played. And yeah, I'm trying to think the game of the series for me. I mean, was it game 2 probably on the wall? That was just the most amazing game. That was just incredible.
That was so fun.
I don't think I've ever casted such a game where I just didn't know what was happening, didn't know who was winning, and it all just came down to a bit of micro, honestly. Superhero's micro in that game was incredible. And
Superhero's micro and patience, right? And I think that's also a quality he displayed in this game as well. Knowing when to hold and when to actually take a fight.
Exactly.
Really well played. I hope that our audience has enjoyed that set as much as I have. I might have to make a move. Unfortunately, I've got other things outside of Age of Empires to do. My goodness, what a loser, right?
Yeah, well, I'm casting another final later with Koalolo. So how long have I got? Actually, I've got 2 hours. Okay, that's fine. I can just not do Age of Empires for 2 hours, and then I can cast another division final.
That sounds sick, man. I mean, I will try and tune in when I can, and I really hope all the viewers who have tuned in this stream can join Husk and Koalolo in a bit. Well, what time was that starting? Sorry.
I think it's at 17 GMT, so 6 p.m. BST.
Oh wow. Okay, that's gonna be sick, man. It's so hyped. Oh. Anyway, I've got to call it a night, a stream there. So I'm going to sign off, but I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.